Okay, so I don't know what happened there. I guess apparently when you're recording something, taking a video of something, and your phone rings, the video stops. So that's what just happened. I'm hoping I can splice these two together, or it's just gonna have to be one, or it's gonna have to be two different videos. But I was trying, before I got cut off, I was trying to figure out a color for these like little kelp ball thingies, and I was thinking, thank God that lid was on. I was originally thinking, something along the lines of like blues and greens, but then, the whole point of coloring them and bringing them out was not to blend them into the background, because that's what's there. It's like light blues, light greens and stuff, but to do something that's really going to make them pop. So I grabbed the neon pink and went, yeah, it's strange, it's different, but it might work. So before I even knew the video had stopped, I actually did start with the neon pink, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. It's like neon pink under the ocean. No, but then, you have to remember, I'm not doing, still life. I am not doing like perfection kelp. This is abstract. This is whimsical. This is intuitive. This is not supposed to be fully representative of kelp. So I can do it neon pink if I want to, and I am going to do it neon pink. So I was just going to do the balls, and I'm going to do the balls like on the top, because if you think about a light source being up here, what hits the light first? It's the very top. And then the very bottom of the ball, it's not getting any light, so it's dark. So I'm just painting the very top of the balls, the round part of it. See if you can see that. My head's probably in the way, and I am not left-handed. So anyway, you just go, on the top, so you can get a better idea of the light source coming down here. Then I said, well, you know what, that looks pretty good, but you're leaving out, the rest of it, because the light source is also hitting those like little strips of kelp that it's all attached to. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to go over the whole thing. I'm just going to highlight it, like those little veiny veins that the kelp has. It kind of looks like, can't describe what it looks like, but if you ever looked at a picture of kelp, it's very translucent and has like these little veins going through it. I guess that's what holds it all together. I don't know. So I'm just going to go in here, and I'm just going to do some quick strokes up on the top, bring out more dimension of the kelp, because before it was looking kind of flat and you couldn't even tell what it is, even though this is flat, but you can paint it so it comes out. It's two-dimensional. Again, this is free form. You don't have to have a picture reference. You don't have to be exact. And if you really think you made a boo-boo, the artist's best tool in the toolbox, and you're not going to believe me, baby wipes. Baby wipes are amazing, and I didn't know about baby wipes until recently. So I didn't like that little last mark that I did, so I'm just going to wipe it off. And you can also use it to get your paintbrushes wiped off real quick instead of dipping them in the water and then you get a really wet brush. I accidentally stumbled across a YouTube video of this technique, this like printing technique called jelly paint. Damn, what's it called? Jelly plate printing. And I had never heard of it before, and it's like all the new crafty things. So I probably watched, I swear, like 100 videos on this jelly plate printing. And I'm like, these women are just getting so excited about, using stencils and stamps, and they've got there's a name for it. It's not a roller, it's a brayer. They're using paper like this really light, not tissue papers that'll like all rip apart. I am so getting off topic right now, but just bear with me. This will eventually go back to baby wipes. So so I'm watching this, and I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like, I wonder if I could do something like that and like incorporate it in one of my paintings, like, like in a collage form or something like that. So I started watching these videos, and then one of the ladies used her papers in collages, and so she was putting them up strips here, and then she started painting around, and she didn't like what she was doing, and she pulled out this thing. She goes, "Thank God for baby wipes." I was like, what are baby wipes? Those are like for your butt, or if you're sweating, wipe an arm or something. But baby wipes on a painting? Well, let me tell you, if you like need to get rid of a mark that you just made or a stroke you just made, you go in with a baby wipe and very gently, get in there, rub, and see it's all pink coming off there. Okay, that's going to be gone pretty soon, but that's a mark I made like 3 hours ago, or maybe not 3 hours ago, like an hour ago. And then I can just redo it. Sometimes I can even remove something that I did like 2 days ago, but as long as it's kind of like a really light wash or like a pastel crayon mark, those will come off right away. But baby wipes, man, if you make a mistake, even if it's like an hour later and you discover it, and there's no mistakes. If you did something that you don't like, you can go in with a baby wipe. These are amazing. And then sometimes they get really hot, and I'm like, I think I just wiped paint on my forehead with that baby wipe. Oh well. All right, so I'm gonna come back in here again and just finish up a little bit on these kelp ball things. And that's not even a kelp ball, that's just a freaking circle I put in there just for the hell of it, just to keep it more abstract-y. So I just outlined that paint just to get this thing popping out a little bit. I'm gonna add, there's another circle that I made. No rhyme or reason to it, I just thought it was cool. Here's another one. So I suggest, and it's a suggestion, if you don't have a style or a technique or like even where to begin, watch as many YouTube videos you possibly can, and you'll derive those YouTube videos, a big spider over there, by going to Pinterest. So go to Pinterest, put in paintings. That'll subcategorize it to what kind of painting. Watercolor, pastel, charcoal, paint and ink, acrylic, oil, and then it'll subcategorize it into like, intuitive, mixed media, and then whatever your eyes gravitate towards and whatever your heart kind of gravitates towards, type in or go and take a look at one particular artist's gallery. You can just go to their gallery or whatever and really look through that person's work in the gallery, and then see if that person has a tutorial video on YouTube, so you can go to that tutorial. Sometimes they're not even tutorials, they're women who are doing arts and crafts at home, and they just want to share what they're doing to people on a YouTube channel, kind of like what I'm doing. And some of these women are really, really good And some of them, well, they think they're really, really good. You know what? I shouldn't say that. That was like total judgment. They're approaching it in a more of a crafty mind, because you know they've got all of these, especially like the women that are doing like these gel printing things. They're like printing and printing and printing, and they've got great ideas and stencils and stamps and all this paint. And at the end of the day, they've got a stack of these prints. And I'm like, well, now what do they do with them? And they never say. It's like, okay, now I'm going to go and slap this on a canvas, or now I'm going to frame it, or whatever. Like every single one of these women, except for the ones that do journaling, just make all of these prints and then just have stacks of them, and you can see the stacks of them behind them. I'm like, well, what are they going to do with them? I still don't know. So when I do make them, I actually do use them. I use them as collage pieces. Wow, that was like really judgmental on my part. Shame on you. These women are good. They're talented. They love what they're doing, and that's what's really important. I cannot believe how judging I was. You can judge me if you want. I don't care. So yeah, I'm just going to come in, just do a few more markings, and then I think I'm going to call it a day for you guys, because this is really long, and I was not anticipating this being as long as it is. But I just wanted to kind of like finish up and show you what I was doing, because I did get interrupted by that phone call, not knowing that the video would turn off. Okay, so now I am going to intentionally turn my video off. I am using my wonderful baby wipes, and I'll probably another one to get that paint off my face. And do you know, I actually sometimes go to the store, like at the end of the day, like if I want to get like something for dinner or whatever, and I go to the store, and there's someone standing in line like in front of me, 6 feet distance though, and they go, "What'd you get into today?" I'm like, "What?" Like, it's all over your face. I'm like, "Oh, like paint?" They go, "Yeah, you got like some red on your nose, and you've got some in your hair." I'm like, "Oh God." I said, "You know what? I probably even go to bed like that too." I probably do. All right, so I'm gonna call this the end of this video. And I've not ever asked anyone to like or subscribe, because I don't know what that means. So I guess what that means, if you like it, then I do more. And please leave a comment. If these are stupid and tell me to stop, I will. Well, no, I won't, but you just don't watch. If you subscribe, something happens if you subscribe. I don't know what. I think it's a good thing. So anyway, if you like it, like. If you don't watch. Comment, please comment. I need comments. I don't need them. I would like them. And then tell me if these are too long. Tell me if they're not informative enough. They will eventually get informative, but I don't want them to be boring. I mean, if I were just to stand here like I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and that's boring. Like, why would you even want to watch that? And I'm definitely not ever going to do one of those speeded up tutorials or demonstrations or whatever. I'm like, I hate those. All right, I said I was going to turn it off. I'm turning it off now.